Hey guys, number one Marvel fan here. Comic book reviews are back. So, the Valley of the Worm. Apparently, this takes place somewhere in the Conan the Barbarian universe. It's $1, and it was a dumb, fun comic. It's about these as okay. So this is a secret. So spoilers, I guess, for an old '80s or whatever comic. But they don't tell you who the tribe is throughout the episode. And then right at the end, as the guy is dying, he explains that they're the Asgardians, but it's not Marvel's Asgardians. It's I guess whatever the Asgardians are in Robert Howard's universe, but was published by Marvel Comics. Anyway, the story is by Roy Thomas and Gary Conway. Artist is Gil Kane, a classic, and Ernie Chua is the inker. And artistically, it's fine. You know, there's some goofy, unrealistic sword fights. It's a fun, old school Conan comic. They have this great bit at the beginning where they show Perseus and Beowulf and St. George and Siegfried and say, this is the story of the guy that inspired them all and made them all look like pansies. All right. These are kind of like dumb, simple, fun, purple prose stories. They meet this tribe of Picts. And of course, like the thing that pops out at you in this day and age is political incorrectness. But the point I always try to make is what's the context of the story? The context of the story is a barbarian world. And there's actually kind of a surprisingly neat thing where, what's his name? I forgot his name already. Blonde Conan. Niord. So Niord makes a friend with one of the Pict tribe because he's impressed by how brave he is, and he'll make some smart alecky comments about him that are racist, but the whole point is that it's a barbarian age, right? That's the whole point, right? Like, it's not racist because the writer is trying to take us back into a time and place where people were savage and crazy and they'd murder people on the battlefield because that's what they did, right? Like, this isn't the 21st century. They don't have 21st century values. Then, like, he fights a saber-toothed tiger, and then he fights a giant snake, and then he fights an evil eldritch worm, and I kind of thought the eldritch worm was a letdown because its fight is so short compared to the other fights, and that is the legend of how he defeated the worm becomes the legend of dragon slayers everywhere. All right, for $1, yeah, it's fun. Lazarus 1, if I had paid attention to the writer, I wouldn't have bothered to pick this up even for $1. Greg Rucka. I'm not going to get into that. Here you go, Greg. Here's what's going to become of your comic. I'm going to use it to propagandize the youth. So, art and letters by Michael Lark. I love Michael Lark. And I'll show you one neat thing Michael Lark did that I really like. So, she's shot and she seems to be laying dying here. And then he zooms in on her, but he doesn't copy-paste it. If you look closely, her hair is different every time. He's obviously like taking his drawing and referencing it, but he's redrawing it closer every time, which is nice because then your eye instantly sees like similar different things. So if it's same, you pick that up instantly. You see the pixel data. It breaks your immersion. When it's different, it's like, ooh, it's like she's living and breathing, right? And then surprise, surprise, she's alive. So Greg's problem is he can't help it. The world now lies divided, not amongst political or geographic boundaries, but amongst financial ones. Wealth is power, and that power rests with only a handful of families. The few who provide a service for their ruling family are cared for. All others are waste. In each family, there is one person given the best they can offer, training and technology and assets, every scientific advantage. This person is named their family's sword and shield, their protector, their Lazarus. In the family Carlisle, the Lazarus is called Forever. This is her story, right? So, it's the 1%, the 1%. So, she kills these guys, which is pretty cool, like kind of shows the choreography of it. There's a lot of like kind of like back and forth, like first they're on this side and then we turn 180 degrees to this side, then we turn 180 degrees back to that side. That's kind of cool because it creates this disorientation effect. I felt like the technobabble about all of the biology was a bit much, like very few people, like even if the point is she's a super genius and she knows all this stuff, like very few people will describe getting shot with all of the technical medical terminology for where they got shot. I guess that's the doctor talking, so it actually makes sense for him to be talking. And then, of course, they were just hungry. They just wanted something to eat. The family provides food for all citizens, as you know, if they're documented residents. So I think ripping comic books is passe. Who wants to do that anymore? So I'm bringing back something from, and no disrespect to the art. This is for Greg Rucka, since we brought up documented and undocumented. That doesn't make any sense in a futuristic technobabble dystopia. Of course. Well, how are you feeling about coronavirus and boundaries now, Greg Rucka? Has that altered your perspective on whether we should have walls or not? So we're just gonna have since Rucka is fine having a little politics in his comic, I'm fine bringing a little politics into this art with some nice big MAGA hats. I think she looks really cool, so she's gonna wear that one backwards, MAGA. Oh no, her head isn't finished, so we gotta finish her head. And then we got to put on the hat. And we got to finish her hair. MAGA. All right. Nice butt. Nice boobs and butt pose. All right. So since this is a very special drawing, we got to give this a very special MAGA hat. So make sure it kind of folds up nice. MAGA. Oh, we gotta finish her skull again. So actually, you know what? If her skull isn't there, that gives me a chance to kind of draw the hat here at an akimbo angle. MAGA. There we go. Nice illusion. Oh, there's no head there to draw a hat on. Well, you know what? We can put it on there too. Yeah, because the Carlisle family, they're evil. They're evil, and they care about documented and undocumented workers. They want to control their borders. So clearly, they are evil MAGA hat-wearing crime family. All right, so not worth $1. This one's definitely worth $1. That's it. I'm Norman Marmaduke fan. I love you guys. Catch you later.